Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dalaran, and today I got you guys a video commentary of some 2v2 games that me and Tigger have done. This video is mainly to give you guys an example of what you're trying to do as a double DPS comp in order to climb rating against some of the DPS healer comps. The idea behind it is to go offensive, force trinkets, and stay on the offensive and watch out for enemies' damage, enemies' trinkets, and CC the enemies as soon as you're given the opportunity. At the very beginning, we have a standard comp of Assassination Rogue Priest. Tigger likes to get those comps out with an AoE, and really whatever DPS you're running with can also do the same thing. We start opening up on Rogue, smoking the Rogue, forcing the Priest to run in here. As soon as the Priest runs into the smoke bomb to start helping the Rogue, blind the Priest trinkets that opens up us opportunities to kill the Priest later down the line. As the Rogue vanishes in order to create healing opportunities, we see the Priest for a short moment and go back to DPS and down the Rogue. The Priest then, as soon as he has any kind of coolies or any kind of healing back up, he PS's the Rogue, but it doesn't matter, killing spree and damage goes out in the first place. And down goes Vinruki. The second comp is going to be Resto Druid DK, which is again fairly common as the first comp, and what Tigger likes to do against Resto Druids, if you are able to catch him out early, even though the DK has the potential to open up on you, we're going to try to go and see if you can get a fear fire on the Druid early on. This way I'm able to get a full opener onto the Druid. As a combat rogue, I can pretty much CC him and keep him there stalled until Tigger can get in a better position where he can dish out damage, and I do that with Shadow Reflection, Garrote into a full kidney. And as we're DPSing down the Druid, the DK runs by, I blind him and he trinkets in order to start against some offensive pressure, and peels rolling onto us to appeal for his Druid. But it doesn't matter because he did trinket, and we have opportunities later in the future in order to be able to CC him if the initial damage onto the Druid doesn't go right. But it's okay, we train the Druid down to the ground, no insight needed. To get some sweet star surges in there, and I lock down the Druid in the opener, and it's really GG for the most part. Combat rogues are very powerful in sustained damage and the lockdown, so definitely take advantage of it. The next comp is Resto Druid DPS. It doesn't really matter what DPS is because the strategy for this is fairly simple. Train the blue, and it's just as easy as it sounds. There's nothing special, nothing particular about it. The reason behind it is because Resto Shamans have a lot of awesome healing and a lot of, I guess, great abilities such as Link in order to stabilize the team. They just can't do anything while CC'd. So if they trinket too early, they're just putting themselves in a bad position. So pretty much for the most part, you can just train the blue and done as easy as that. As I'm going on for a full stun lock rotation, Tigger puts down Solar Beam before the Druid has any cast, so he gets blanket silence, but this does not DR my Garrote as he is trying to run out. So this way I was able to vanish Garrote the Resto Shaman as he ran out, and simply the damage that we had early on and Tigger being able to free cast at him trained him. Just for this example, I'm going to show you guys Resto Shaman Feral, as it's a melee variation and very common. First thing against any kind of DPS healer teams, you want to make sure you line up with your team in a position. And right now, knowing that there's a Feral Druid on here, I'm going to pop wall right before the Feral opens up on me, because you gotta stun me or Tigger at one point or another. I'm going to trick it and blind the Feral, open us opportunities to kill the Feral later if needed. He's trying to clone me, I vanish, and Tigger puts down a Solar Beam onto the healer. I keep training the healer, and I get a quick cheap shot into him as soon as I can, as soon as he starts running out of the Solar Beam. And as simple as that, train the blue and just you can 2v1 a Feral easy. Next comp we're facing is Enhanced Mistweaver, and this one is kind of simple. Enhanced don't have that many appeals, so we're going to simply train the monk into the ground, and the monk decides not to really do anything against me early on. He gets Cocoon out, which was pretty valuable, but we pretty much burst down through it because Tigger is able to free cast into the monk. I am able to kick the heal, and the monk really had two choices: either start healing himself and pop some coolies, or start running away, which I can do with a killing spree. At one point he got low enough health, there's nothing he can really do about it. And these are a Gladiator, Enhancement, and a Duelist Monk. And even they can't really do anything about what me and Tigger can put together. We also are running a tier 2 comp. Boomy Rogue isn't the greatest comp in the world. Maybe with a Subtlety Rogue it might have a little bit more pressure, but this is something we love doing, and this is something we like playing. There's plenty of other comps out there for Rogues and Boomies to run as the 2v2 double DPS, but these are the ones that we like to run. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you enjoyed the tips and tricks on how to beat some of the healer DPS comps out there. And you can apply this as a Rogue running any 2v2 double DPS comp, really. All it takes is some practice, some coordination with your team, and just knowing how to hit your targets and knowing how to control the battlefield, because that's all you have is damage and control. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. My name is Dalaran. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.